Hi everyone, so today I wanted to review a pair of inline skates. These are the Rollerblade REVV BOAs. You can either buy these as a boot alone and then get the frame separately, which is what I did, or you can get them with the 3x125 Rollerblade speed skate frames. I got these as a boot only because I wanted these specific shorter frames. I didn't really want a, really long speed skate frame, and I'll get to why in just a moment. But the big sort of selling point with these skates is the BOA lacing system. So these don't have traditional laces. It's a BOA lace system, so you just turn this lever, and then the skate tightens up. If you want to undo the laces, you just pull it out, and then you're good to go. So these are super fast to lace up. You can literally do it in a matter of seconds. So compared to a normal, traditional, lace-up skate, where you have to take your shoes off, spend a few minutes, like each skate, undoing the lace, and then lacing them back up, getting them, with the right amount of tightness, you can just slip these on. So these are especially good if you're in a situation where you're either using inline skates for commuting, or if you're in an area where there isn't just a really nice, continuous paved trail, and, you have to contend with, sidewalks, traffic, cracks and bullcrap in the road, insanely steep hills, just a lot of different obstacles, and you want to take your skates off when you get to kind of a dangerous area, and then walk a bit. When you get to a spot where it's more safer to skate, you can put your skates back on. With normal rollerblades, that's a huge hassle, but with these, super easy. Again, you can literally just slip these on and then you're good to go. So I'm going to play a clip comparing just how fast it is to lace up these Rollerblade REVV BOAs compared to a traditional lace skate like these Hardcore Evo Pros. Now, these are marketed by Rollerblade as a speed skate. These are not a speed skate. Now, it's obvious that Rollerblade uses the same carbon fiber mold for their other speed skates. And that means this comes with a 195 mil mounting system as opposed to a 165 mil mounting system, which I think this should have. Again, this is not a speed skate. On the website, this is marketed as a fitness slash speed skate. This is really an urban free skate slash fitness skate. The reason being is the ankle comes very high and it's extremely supportive. This is by far the most supportive skate I have ever ridden in. For comparison, here are my Hardcore Evo Pros. If you line these up, you'll notice that the Rollerblade skate, the ankle comes up a little bit higher, and these skates are not nearly as supportive, even though these are also a carbon fiber boot with a high ankle. I've tried using 125 mil wheels on this skate, and I don't feel like it's supportive enough. It feels kind of wobbly, unsecure. I don't think the ankle has enough lateral support. So I run these with 110 mil wheels. These, easily, anybody could ride these with 125 mil wheels. Even a total beginner, these are so supportive. Even if you're not used to riding in big wheel skates, I don't think anybody would have a problem riding in these, other than, 125 mil wheels being a bit faster and that being maybe a little scary for some people. As far as whether or not the boot is supportive enough for, a beginner to ride with 125 mil wheels, it's certainly supportive enough. These are by far the most supportive skates I've ever worn. So again, these are not a speed skate. These are a urban free skate slash fitness skate. It's just that they come with a 195 mil mounting system, so you're going to be limited to frames that are essentially speed skate frames. That's fine if you want to use speed skate frames. I don't really do that sort of speed skate marathon type crap. I just skate around town, for exercise. I have to go through traffic. I have to go on sidewalks. I have to carve around a bit, and shorter frames are better. So that's why I got these with a shorter frame. This is a 266 266 mil long frame. So these are fairly comparable to the other frames I've had. I think my Hardcore Evos, yeah, this is a 243 millimeter long frame, so pretty similar in terms of length. But I highly recommend these. Super fast to lace up. They're the most convenient skate I've ever had. I don't have to really, think in my head, do I want to skate? Do I want to lace everything up? Do I want to go through that hassle? These, I don't have to think about that, and it just makes it easier for me to choose to skate. It also makes it easier to just navigate the real world on these skates and not have to worry about going down an insanely steep hill that leads to train tracks where I have to stop within 10 feet, or else I'll just, crash. So these are great. I can just take these skates off if I'm in a bit of a dangerous area I don't feel comfortable skating, and then I can just go back to skating. These are also extremely well made. These are really nice skates. With the boot only, these cost 400 USD. These cost me 600 Canadian dollars. So with the exchange rate, I had to order these online from the States. With the exchange rate, taxes, shipping was free. I had to spend 600 Canada dollars on these, which I think is a pretty decent deal for these sorts of skates. My Hardcore Evo Pros, I think these were 700-ish, 750 for the boots alone, not including the frames. So compared to other carbon skates, these are priced fairly competitively, even though I think a lot of people would think that's expensive for rollerblades. Again, compared to other skates, with a carbon fiber build. These are priced fairly competitively. These are not heat moldable though, so you're kind of, if they don't fit your foot, they don't fit your foot really. They do have a lot of padding on the inside that will kind of, fit to your foot once you break them in. And again, that's kind of a downside of these because they're not heat moldable. You do have to break these in, and they do fit a little small at first. So I'm always a size 11 or a size 45 European in skates. These, when I first got them, fit really, really small, and I thought I might have to get a size up. I chose to try to ride around in them a bit and break them in. Once they were broken in, there was a ton more room in the skate. So if you get these, they fit a little small. You might want to like wear them, ride around in them a bit, just to make sure. Because they do fit small at first, there's a lot of padding that needs to get pushed in, but once the padding gets pushed in, fits more to your foot, you got plenty of room and they feel pretty comfortable. But first 2-3 rides out, my feet were hurting, but again, because it's a BOA lacing system, if your feet start to hurt when you're breaking them in, you can just take them off real easy and then put them back on super quick. As far as build quality, again, they're really nice build quality. There's not really any flaws in the stitching. The carbon fiber mold is super, super clean. And I think these are just really great looking skates. These are one of the nicest looking skates I've ever seen. Really nice, simple, sleek sort of design. So I think the value you're getting out of those, the carbon fiber boot, it being priced pretty fairly compared to other carbon fiber shells, it looking really nice, and the buckle, the ankle buckle is the nicest ankle buckle I've ever seen on a skate. You can really tighten these down, super, super tight, and it'll just keep cranking. On my Hardcore Evo Pros, the ankle buckle isn't nearly as strong. If you try to really crank these down, the buckle just will kind of give up on you. So just everything on the skate, really, really nice build quality. It's just that I would not look at this as a speed skate. If you want to get into speed skating and these look cool to you because of the BOA lace and everything, just don't expect that you're getting a speed skate. These are really an urban free skate, fitness skate hybrid, and I would recommend getting shorter frames that are more comparable to, like big wheel urban free skate frames. I think that makes more sense for this kind of boot. So, that said, I think that will conclude the review. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Highly recommend these skates. Nearly perfect skate. I would just like these to be heat moldable. That's really the only gripe that I really have with these, but otherwise... Oh yeah, and I really prefer this in a 165 mil mounting system. I think the 195 mil mounting system gives you a real lack of options when it comes to frame and wheel sizes. What are you going to do? But aside from that, those little drawbacks, excellent, excellent skate.